Hello, Sonor family. It is Monday morning. Hope you had a good holiday weekend, and I hope you have a good week coming up. Got some things going on my end. The DRUMANDSTAGE.com domain is back in my ownership after almost 20 years. Uh, New Year's New Year's Eve this year would make 20 years since it went offline, and so it's coming back, and the Drummond Stage forum is already back. I haven't made a big splash about that yet. I've got a few people that have done a little posting in there along with me, and just trying to make sure there's no wrinkles and all that before I have, a dozen or so people on there buzzing around and finding problems and fussing and all that. So, but now I'm at the point where I'm ready to let some more people know about it, and so that's what I'm doing now. If you go to the description, you'll find the link to the forum. You can go to the main site page, but there's nothing worth seeing there yet. When I had the drumandstage.com in the past, I had a lot of as a Sonor dealer at that time, and had a lot of stuff for sale on there, all the Sabian stuff and a good bit of the Sonor stuff and all that you could buy directly at the click of a button, which was very meticulously done by me. That was a mess. Anyway, there's better ways to do all that stuff now. But anyway, I'm not an authorized dealer for anybody except King Kong cases, and of course they'll be on the site too. But what I will have is all the used items I've got, and um, might make it available for anybody that's got stuff they want to sell. We're just gonna see. I'm gonna get it started. Ultimately, this is going to replace my reverb listings. People will eventually the word will get out and people will know if they're looking for this or this or whatever. Or if they Google it, they'll wind up on the site that way anyway. So anyway, I'll take this as far as it can go. If it gets to the point where people want to post their stuff for sale and all that, that's already an option on the forum. Whether or not we'll be able to do that on the main site, it remains to be seen. I've got some things I want to look at for the site. Some selling software, maybe some auction type software. Uh, so really going to try to make the most of this and the most of the current technology that's out there and all that. And anyway, so I hope you'll go check the forum out and sign up and maybe look around. And if there's a column on there, a category on there for uh, for you to go on there and tell your story and post your gear. And there's all kinds of places to post all sorts of stuff. And if you happen to figure out something that should be there that is not, by all means, I want to hear about it. Also, I've got certain areas of the site that aren't fully expanded yet, like the out of production Sonor drums and hardware. There are a lot of past series and a lot of sub series within those. And so, uh, haven't even really dug into that yet. I got somebody looking at that, and I got somebody I'm going to talk to about maybe being a part of helping with that as well. Again, my bigger focus is the more modern stuff, the current production stuff. Uh, However, we'll see how it all goes, and I'll adapt to the needs as they arise. I'm not opposed to doing much of anything that makes sense for everybody. So, um, anyway, other than that, got an interview supposed to happen Thursday. Got one next Wednesday that's supposed to happen. So hopefully, I'm going to have another interview this weekend and then possibly next weekend. And I need to keep shaking the bushes and follow back around with some people that I'm expecting to hear from. Some really well-known Sonar endorsers, and anyway, I've been real happy with how that's turned out. We're still inside of the 4 month mark, and I feel like I feel like the YouTube has done, has just grown by leaps and bounds and really, exceeding my expectations. So I just want to build on that momentum. And I got new products I'm working on. One, round two of R&D on it, and I'm probably about to be done with it. Probably about to have something ready to roll. got to figure out how to market it, how to sell it. Shipping is a bear. Had a guy bought a wing. No, it wasn't a wing nut. It was a lever, just a 6 millimeter lever, like would go on a phonic double tom holder. And the shipping was like 680 or something like that. I mean, plus the bubble wrap package. I've just ordered a bundle of those, so I'm saving a lot of money that way. But still, when you're looking at, roughly $7 for shipping, uh, it just makes it hard, especially on an item that should be selling for less than that, and you're over twice the cost simply for shipping. So I really got some things to figure out on this. And you'll be hearing about it soon. And then I've got the big one I'm working on. Still in R&D on it. Got to find a machine shop. I'm pretty close. I'm pretty close, unless I wind up going with a whole different manufacturing process. Really close on this one to having a product, and I want to get it done and out there pretty quick. When you find out what it is, you'll realize it was a shame it wasn't available a year ago. And anyway, more on that later. That's about it. I'm going to do some more content this week, time permitting. I got to get some drums put together, some rework, get these designers ready. The phonic, the D500, need to get it put together, and got a lot I need to do. I'm looking to buy gear, so if you've got a bundle of stuff, you got to consider. I'm going to flip this stuff, so I'll buy orphans I can part out. That's another thing about the website that I can do that I cannot do on something like Reverb. I've got several drums in there, and I'm going to have a boneyard section. So basically, these drums will be posted in the boneyard section. And so if you want to buy the complete drum, it'll be available complete. Um, if you're looking for badges, and I've got some on a complete drum, I'll sell the badges off the drum, then the other parts to be available too. That's the idea of the boneyard, kind of like a junkyard. You go out there and you look at all the cars and you pull off the parts you want. The difference being in this case, these are functioning drums. Just, for the purchases I've made and all that, I'm probably going to do better reselling parts individually than trying to resell the entire drum. But I still will sell the entire drum. Anyway, rambling on. I think you're probably used to me by now on that. Hope you have a great week. If you need anything, drumandstage@gmail.com. Check out the forum. Go to the description, get the link, go and sign up. If you're not ready to post, or you just want to wait and see if it ever picks up steam or whatever, I understand. No problem at all. But I hope you'll sign up, and maybe you'll go in there and post too, just go in there and have some fun either way. Talk to you soon.